Hi there, it's Mark Bowyer. Last week I was privileged to score an invite from chef, restaurateur and old friend Tran Duc for lunch at his beautiful family home in Hoi An.
Duc ơi!
Chào Mark ơi.
After more than a decade in Hoi An, opening 3 restaurants, Duc is on a roll.
How are you?
Very well, very well.
Welcome to my sanctuary. Welcome to Danang. This is our home, man. This is where I raise my kids and my wife. And
He's opened a new place in Danang called Fat Fish, and he's as passionate and energetic as ever.
yeah, it's luxury Vietnamese way. It's beautiful here. Just clean food. Just good old clean food. We can have some noodle with that, and then some fish sauce and thingamajiggy, yeah. And that shrimp and that fish in cá lá lốt. And we're gonna check it out. Basically, this is a small bite from the betel leaves. Wow. I can eat just raw, man. Straight from the garden, dude. That garden right there.
Really?
Yeah.
After we polished off a delicious lunch feast, we headed downstairs to hear a little more about Duc, his life in Hoi An and his cooking.
I started cooking with mother when I was 11, 12 years old. Just helping around. First helping out raising chicken and ducks, and go fishing for her in a pond, and go home, go back to the kitchen, help her to prepare a few dishes. She was a great cook. And then when I left Vietnam, in the refugee camp, I volunteered. It's for fun. I thought it was a cool way to turning food into something edible and fun. Even though the refugee camp food is nothing to be writing books about, nothing to write home about. I left Vietnam in 1985 as a boat refugee, and ended up in refugee camp. Then I got fostered to America, to Texas, by a Mexican-American family. And since I was all alone, so I floated around in America, educated, and meanwhile reconnected with my family in '94.
How old were you when you left?
I was, when I left Vietnam, I was around 15 and a half, 16 years old, yeah? And so I floated around, and I came back to visit my family a few times, 3-4 times, and in 2003, after a stint cooking in Europe, I decided to come visit my family. Since my father was sick, and so I decided to come back and hang out with him, maybe give him a little help, and things kind of grew. And after my father was getting better, at one point, I decided to come to Hoi An to live and to have my little restaurant, so cafe, so I can serve and ride motorbike and hang out with the family. I came to Hoi An for the first time in '96 and really loved the setting of it. The old town, the beach is there, the mountain is not too far away, and the people seems kind of traditional. I said, wow. It's cool. It's very sweet as well. Very hospitable. And I came back in 2003. I said, since I'm here taking care of my father, I might as well make a cafe for 5 years. Sign a contract for 5 years. The people are cool. The market was incredible. I said, wow. And then all these people was bringing the vegetable and the herbs and the local spices. And I said, I can make my food here. It's really, it's really the best place in the world for me to cook, to operate my business, and to learn to be Vietnamese again, and to be closer to my family. My food is completely off. No one has it. And if you ask me where is this idea come from, I said, well, it's come from my head just like 2 minutes ago, or a week ago, or 10 days ago. And it's just everybody have an idea. And you work on an idea and you make it happen, and then you present it physically. And I said, wow, what is that? I said, I don't know. It's just an idea that you made it happen. It's just Some people call it art. So you just create it. You just create it physically and let people to share the people and physically and the taste, eyes and the ears and if you bring food is full of senses. It's, for me, create a beautiful house is cool, but for food is you involve in eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. And your umami kicking in, that's natural MSG, and it's just so good. People, it's a turn on to see people get turned on by food, yeah? It's really cool.